One of them produced scientists and innovators that changed the whole world of chemistry and physics. The other one produced a lot of creative writers that really shifted the ground in literature. In today's video, we're gonna dive into the differences and similarities between INFP and INTP, which are very easily confused with each other. Let's get right into it. INFP, which stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. These individuals are empathetic and also creative and imaginative. They prioritize feelings and personal values. They tend to be a little bit more idealistic and they seek perfection and also harmony in their environments and surroundings. They usually will focus on possibilities, potentials in both people and situations. INFPs are usually perceived as reserved, but passionate. They really care about the causes and things that align with their personal values and interests. INTP, which stands for introverted, intuitive, thinking, and perceiving. These people are known for their desire to understand principles and rules and systems behind all things. When they approach problems, they have a lot of skepticism, but at the same time, a lot of curiosity. They tend to seek explanations and seek answers through the lens of logic and objectivity. INTPs are really interested in the pursuit of knowledge. Both INTP and INFP share the letter I, which means they're both very introverted. They really care about spending time with themselves and they really enjoy solitude. They're both intuitive, hence the N, which means they always look at potentials and possibilities in all kinds of situations and in all types of people. They are more likely to focus on the big picture than diving into the details of things. They're both perceiving, P, which means they usually have their options open. They're not very rigid and they're not always very systematic with what they want and with their world. They have an open mind and they sometimes go with the flow. Their differences lie in the letter T and F. INFPs, they are more focused on their F, feelings, which means their personal values and what they think about things personally. Therefore, they're a bit more emotional, empathetic. On the contrary, INTPs focus on the T, which is the thinking part. They focus a lot more on their logic and objective thinking. They're usually much more detached from emotions when they're making decisions, and they focus a little bit more on what's true objectively. When it comes to INFPs, the individuals that belong to this personality type or category generally takes up about 4 to 5% of the world population, which is not a lot. Now, INTP's percentage in the world population is pretty close to what INFP is 3 to 5%. Who are the famous figures, fictional or real, that belong to the respective personality types? William Shakespeare, who is considered as the most famous English writer and the most talented English writer in the whole world. His works digs deep into the human nature. J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer of Lord of the Rings trilogy. I remember watching Lord of the Rings when I was a kid as a movie, and I was completely stunned and fascinated by how complete and how comprehensive the world he created was. And that was completely out of imagination. Vincent van Gogh, one of the greatest painters. He is proved to be one of the most memorable artists in the world. Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars. If you're into Star Wars, you will know exactly who he is. He is a fictional character who is often guided by his feelings. He is also one of the most famous Jedi warriors in the original Star Wars trilogy. Now let's talk about INTPs. Albert Einstein, one of the most famous scientists in the world, and he also has a lot of emojis that's based on him. His theory of relativity, among many other discoveries and contributions to the science world, made him one of the biggest contributors into physics. Isaac Newton, the guy that sat under an apple tree and then got hit by an apple and came up with the theory of gravity. Newton's very systematic and methodical approach shows a lot of the T, which is the thinking part of INTP. Tina Fey, she's a comedian and a great talented writer, known for her sharp wit. I still remember watching 30 Rock and laughing my butt off. Sherlock Holmes. He is often depicted as the quintessential INTP. He uses his unparalleled deductive reasoning to solve a lot of the complex cases. I hope you find this video interesting. Please comment below if you think this analysis is accurate or not. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow me. And remember, you can always go to all of the platforms under the same name to find me, and you can become the member of one of my platforms to get exclusive, personal English daily sharings from me. I'll see you guys next time in 闪颖 Blinglish 小颖课堂. Bye!